when she is receiving healing physically, I feel like my soul is also healing. It has always been this way since she was born. There is so much that God speaks to me through my daughter. How could I not be thankful for even the darkest places I have been through, because ironically, that's where He revealed Himself to me the most.
Hey guys, welcome. I'm outside on this newly renovated porch that my dad built for us. It's nice, it's peaceful. I've been trying to be more outside now that the weather is getting better. Actually, it's still chilly today. I don't know, the weather doesn't know what it wants to do. It's cold sometimes and then it's hot. Today it's rainy, but the sun is still out. With this video, I wanted to be a bit more vulnerable with you guys. I wanted to share with you guys my feelings, how I've been feeling for the past couple of weeks. Yeah. If you've been following me, you know that my daughter had recent surgery for her feet, and that might have triggered this whole thing because I was feeling really down, and as the days went by and as her surgery took place, I felt worse and I felt burnt out. Inside. How to get her in. You know, being a parent of a medically complex child, there's a lot of highs and there's a lot of lows, and it literally feels like a roller coaster of emotions. With all the medical things that she has got going on, my daughter Alexandria has got going on, our life can go from 0 to 100. And there's a lot of trauma involved. Mentally, it's exhausting sometimes. That's why I rely a lot on God. With that being said, I'm still trying to keep up with life. I'm still trying to be a mom, but at the same time trying to do something for myself, for our family. But sometimes I go too far where I am spreading myself too thin. That's exactly what was happening in the last couple of weeks. I was spreading myself so thin that even though I felt so out of control, so lost, and so burnt out, I still tried to keep going. And I just felt so out of control. That's when I just knew that I had to stop. I had to stop everything. Even though that meant that the momentum that I was gaining, I had to pause on that I had to pause on the work that I was doing. I had to pause on just everything else that I was trying to do. Of course, I couldn't pause on being a mom. I had to take time off. Let me tell you, that was the best thing that I did for myself. You know, sometimes we get so wrapped into what the world wants from us. Sometimes we need to check ourselves and ask ourselves, are we still including God in our life? Are we still including God in our plans? Are we asking God for help when we're feeling like we're not enough? Because that is exactly how I was feeling. I was feeling like I wasn't good enough for anything. I didn't know what I was doing, and it led me to think that I wasn't even good enough to be her mom. I just knew I needed God, and so I prayed a lot, I journaled a lot, and I was out in nature. I took a lot of walks with Ale and Freddie, and I knew that I just needed to be with family and just take it all in, be truly present, and just take it all in, and like breathe in the fresh air. When I stopped, that's when I heard God the loudest. I heard Him loud and clear, and He revealed so much to me that I wanted to share some of the things. And one of the first things was, in fact, nowadays, if you want to grow, what the world is saying is that consistency is key with being on all of these platforms on social media. If you want to be somebody, most likely it's going to be something online. What God was asking me loud and clear was, what about being consistent with God? Would we not feel less overwhelmed and more at peace? Would we not have more focus and more direction? Would we not grow in wisdom and feed our soul? Like, these are the questions that He was asking me, and I was just like, wow. wow, God, those are the kinds of things that he had me thinking about. And really, what it came down to was like, what am I doing all of this for? As I prayed more, and as I was journaling more, and as I was reconnecting with God more, I have gained so much clarity and direction as to what he wants for my life. I want God in control of my life. I don't want these worldly things in control of my life. I want God in control of my life. And that's what I truly want. I have to take that time with him. I have to have him every single day, express my gratitude every single day, because he is the one who sustains me. And like I said, I journaled a lot during this time, and I wanted to read one of the entries to you guys. I journaled a lot. So it's on May 7th.
My daughter is casted, and I don't know why it seems like when she is in this condition, I also feel a bit restrained. I'm not sure what the right word is. Immobile, perhaps? As I am sitting here observing her, it's as if God wants to tell me something while I watch her and how she keeps going and getting out of her comfort zone, pushing forward no matter these constraints. She keeps going. She keeps pushing forward. As we wait for her healing, for this process to take place, she keeps going. Regardless of her breakdowns, she keeps pushing. I am here praying, and I just felt a wave of emotions because I was feeling lost, confused, overwhelmed, burnt out, and inadequate. And then I hear him say, I can still keep pushing forward. I can still be effective as I wait for healing.
Wow. Guys, that is why I journal. That is why I journal, because I want to document how I'm feeling, and I want to document when he's talking to me. And even when he's not talking to me, I just want to document how I'm feeling, because from that I learned so much. So one, I want to encourage you guys to journal, because that is just so powerful. Even if you don't know how to journal, I didn't know how to journal. I just started with just whatever, just what I was seeing, what I was feeling, what I was thinking. Even though I didn't want to admit what I was thinking, I still wrote it down, because I wanted to learn why I was thinking, or why I was feeling the way I was feeling. It's feelings that nobody's gonna see. It's just between you and God. And if you learn something from it, or at least for me, if I'm learning something from it, I want to share. I want to share with whomever I'm talking to. I want to share with you guys. So today I want to tell you that as God is giving our beautiful children that strength, that supernatural strength, that resiliency, he can also provide what we need each and every day to keep going. And for that, we need to be grateful, because it is in him that we can keep going. You know, we are human. We're gonna fall short. We're not gonna be enough. We don't have all the answers, but he does. And he holds all power, and why wouldn't we want him to help us, to sustain us, to give us that strength? He has been revealing so much to me of the questions that I've had. And like I said, I feel so much clearer. One of the things that I was confused about was this YouTube channel. I was confused about a lot of things, but one of the things that I was confused about was about this YouTube channel, my content on social media. And I feel so good about sharing this kind of stuff to you guys, because I know that it can bring hope, and that's what I want. You know, I once was that person who was feeling lost. After I had Ale, I almost gave up, and I want to help that person who is almost about to give up, or is in a dark season. I want to help whomever I can. And like I say all the time, we need to be grateful in the good times. He is providing for us in the good times. All of the blessings, we feel it, and that's why we're good, we're joyful. But even in the bad times, because there's still a lesson to be learned. With all the trauma in my life, there's always something that I can take away from that experience, even if I don't see it in that moment. I know He is a God that is our Father, and He loves us, and He cares about us. And even if we don't see it in that moment, He truly does care and He wants good for us. We have to trust. And that is why I'm always grateful, even in the bad times, because I know that God is there and He's always going to be there for me. So with Ale, during this whole time, Ale had a hard time. We had a hard time doing PT with Ale. But the good thing was that we really focused on communication, and let me tell you, it has been paying off. She has been babbling different sounds since we've been really focused on communication, and it's been so good. So we came up with these CVI friendly cards for her that have been helping us. We're gonna do toothbrush. Good job. Yeah, you got it. You got toothbrush? Which one's toothbrush? Which one's toothbrush? That one is. Very good. You got it. You got the toothbrush. Toothpaste. That speech therapist has like this program that she makes it in, but I've been trying to figure out a way to recreate them on Canva. And if I figure it out, I will show you guys how to make it so that you guys, if you guys want to try it out with your child. But it has been helping Ale focus more because of her cortical vision impairment, but I'll talk about that more later. But while we wait for her feet to heal, we've been really focused on communication, and it's really been paying off. There still can be a push forward while we heal, and it goes back to, it all depends on what we focus on. So anyway, like I said, I always feel like when I look at Ale's life, it's a lot of like physical healing. There's always like some connection to my internal healing. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I know I asked this on Instagram stories about how do you guys recharge? What do you do when you need to take time off? Do you guys go out in nature? Do you guys take walks? Do you guys read books? What do you guys do? Let me know down below. Again, let's encourage each other. Let's be there for one another, because this life right here is hard. It's hard, but yet it could be so rewarding at the same time. And do you hear that? Wow. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Like, do you ever do that? Do you ever just really, just truly become present? Wow. Anyway, you guys, I've just zoned out and was just like trying to be present. I guess that's it. I just wanted to share with you guys my experience with feeling burnt out and how I dealt with it, and I hope this helps. So thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you on the next one. Oh my goodness, look at that little face. Look at that little face.